It describes a closely related species, wild sweet pea, Hedysarum mackenzie. Although a slightly smaller plant, wild sweet pea looks so much like wild potato that even expert botanists sometimes have trouble telling the species apart. There is only a single distinguishing characteristic that is absolutely reliable. On the underside of the wild potato's tiny green leaflets are conspicuous lateral veins. Such veins are invisible on the leaflets of the wild sweet pea. Kari's book warns that because wild sweet pea is so difficult to distinguish from wild potato and is reported to be poisonous, care should be taken to identify them accurately before attempting to use the wild potato as food. Accounts of individuals being poisoned from eating H. mackenzie are non-existent in modern medical literature, but the Aboriginal inhabitants of the North have apparently known for millennia that wild sweet pea is toxic and remain extremely careful not to confuse H. alpinum with H. mackenzie. To find the documented poison attributable to wild sweet pea, I had to go all the way back to the 19th century annals of Arctic exploration. I came across what I was looking for in the journals of Sir John Richardson, a famous Scottish surgeon, naturalist, and explorer. He'd been a member of the hapless Sir John Franklin's first two expeditions and had survived both of them. It was Richardson who executed by gunshot the suspected murderer cannibal on the first expedition. Richardson also happened to be the botanist who first wrote a scientific description of H. mackenzie and gave the plant its botanical name. In 1848, while leading an expedition through the Canadian Arctic in search of the by then missing Franklin, Richardson made a botanical comparison of H. alpinum and H. mackenzie. H. alpinum, he observed in his journal, furnishes long, flexible roots, which taste sweet like the licorice and are much eaten in spring by the natives, but become woody and lose their juiciness and crispness as the season advances. The root of the hoary, decumbent, and less elegant but larger flowered Hedysarum mackenzie is poisonous and nearly killed an old Indian woman at Fort Simpson who had mistaken it for that of the preceding species. Fortunately, it proved emetic, and her stomach having rejected all that she had swallowed, she was restored to health, though her recovery was for some time doubtful. It was easy to imagine Chris McCandless making the same mistake as the Indian woman and becoming similarly incapacitated. From all the available evidence, there seemed to be little doubt that McCandless, rash and incautious by nature, had committed a careless blunder, confusing one plant for another, and died as a consequence.